Obviously, if the correlation score is high, then we say high relationship. But in our regression, if we find our regression score is low, it's better. Okay, so regression result, if regression score is 5% or less than 5%, then we will be saying alternate hypothesis has been accepted. Okay, alternate hypothesis has been accepted if we find our regression result is 5% or less than 5%. But I said that our data size is very tiny, small. Therefore, other than 5%, we are making it 10%. If we find p-value is 10% or less than 10%, then we will be making the conclusion that the price statistically significantly impacting on business growth. In other words, the alternate hypothesis has been accepted. Okay. So this is all about two analysis. Now, every group, okay, at least one person from each group, either with the hypothetical data or the imaginary data, calculate using the correlation and regression and send to me using the chat. Or if you do not want to send, you can share your screen. I'm giving you 20 minutes. Now it is 12:41. Okay, so by 5 past 1, you will be having these two analyses. You don't need to have many data. If you already have many data handy, you can do that. If you don't have, then 10 data, 20 data you can input, and you can have the correlation and regression. Okay, and also I will be asking, what about the result? The result indicates what? Okay, so every group, please start. Take 20 minutes time. Finish by 5 past 1. Okay, and have both correlation and regression. Okay, please have the correlation and regression, and then when you will be sending to me using the chat. Any question? Any question from any of you?
In regression, p-value is less than 10%, then we can say it is significantly impacted the business, or 5%.
Right.
10%. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I believe that everyone you started. So please finish by 1:05 and please send me using the chat. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Something like
Then it should be visual.
yeah.
Okay, perfecto. You want to show me, or you want to show me? Let me check if any group they send me the task yet. Okay, Saad Akhtar, Saad and your group, you send me the task. P value is 0.01060. Okay, so Saad, this is, can you please explain?
Yes, hello.
Yes, turn on your camera. Everyone, please turn on your camera and also explain, Saad, your analysis.
For the correlation, I hope it's 56%. So we can say it's average. And as our p-value is less than 10%, so we can say our alternative hypothesis is accepted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is correlation. This is regression. Where is correlation?
On the top, you can say in column D, you can say.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
before summary output, okay, we can see it is 56%.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now only one group send me. We have two on-campus students. Any of you want to show me? Yep.
Which is the hypothetical data when it comes to BNPL. Then when there's an affects, there will be of the students. The, the correlation is very low, so that will be 29%. So there's no correlation. There's no significance between the two variables. And then so that is the regression. So the multiple regression is 29%. And then the R square is like about 8.8. So it's not a good model to explain the variable.
More importantly, your p-value is 28%. Yeah. Okay. So the conclusion is your hypothesis, alternate hypothesis is rejected. Rejected. Yeah.
Yeah.
17%.
Yes. Regression is like R square is the 3.
That's good.
Yeah, average one, yeah.
So it is accepted. Okay. So three groups, you showed me your task. Good, thank you. The other groups, if you don't care about yourself, what I can do, I have nothing to tell. Now, one group, it's a Saad group, their
Yes.
correlation is 56% price and growth.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, ask me question later.
I just sent you my report, sir. My
Okay,
analysis.
I'll be looking at that. So Saad group, their correlation shows 56% correlated. Price correlated with growth is 56%. And here, as it is 56% correlated, so we can say it's high correlation, about 60% correlation, not very high, but high correlated. And also they found the p-value is it is 1%. I told that if you can find the p-value between 10% and 0%, then you can also say that they are statistically significantly related, a statistically significant relationship between the two variables. What are the two variables? Here we can see the variable is price, which is independent variable, and growth of the business, which is dependent variable. So growth of the business depend on the price. If the price is very competitive price, attractive price, then business can grow or business can develop. Therefore, from the both analysis or calculation, it can be taken the decision can be taken that alternate hypothesis has been accepted, or they can suggest that alternate hypothesis should be accepted. It does mean, what was the alternate hypothesis? The alternate hypothesis is, say, competitive price impact on business growth, or there is a relationship between competitive price and business growth. Okay, or you can write in other way, such as a very competitive price assist the business to develop or to grow. So same thing, whatever you write, it's about same thing. Therefore, we can say that one. Now, another group, Perfecto, he found his correlation is 30, 29, about 30. Okay, correlation is 30. And he also found the regression is 33 or 28. Okay, 28%. So what we can see from Perfecto's analysis, both correlation and regression. So I told, please make a note again. If the correlation result is very high, it's good. It means high relationship between dependent and independent factor, highly correlated. If correlation result is very high. In contrast, if you find the regression result is very low, even close to 1% or close to 0%, okay, or it is only 2%, 5%, 7%, less than 10%, then we will be saying they are statistically related to each other. So in correlation, high result, but in regression, low result. It's good. Good for accepting the alternate hypothesis. Anyway, we are not saying this is bad, that Perfecto found that none of them are the indication to accept the alternate hypothesis. We are not saying this is bad. Sometimes it may happen. Okay, say for example, in business growth, say there is a big restaurant, and in that restaurant the price is very high, and all the posh people, they go because the price is very high. They will not be going to McDonald's. Okay, no matter what are the quality in McDonald's, because they said, oh, it's only $10 meal. We are not going there. We are earning $2 million in a year or $5 million in a year. I am the CEO of that company. I can't go in that restaurant. Okay? So sometimes the people, they also look at the price. High price, they think that high status. So the business also grow because of the very high price. Okay. Therefore, we can't say that all the time we will be accepting the alternate hypothesis. Sometimes the alternate hypothesis can be rejected. It's okay. Now, in perfectos, so what are the conclusion here? As the correlation and regression both are about 30%, about, okay, 29 and 28. So the conclusion is it doesn't suggest, or the current research project suggests to accept the alternate hypothesis. It suggests to reject the alternate hypothesis. So rejection. Okay. Now I forget your name. My apology.
Yeah,
Bayarma. So Bayarma, another student on campus, Bayarma found that correlation is very high, not 90%, but 72%, and regression is 1%. Yeah, so 1%. So 1% and 72%. So both indicates to accept the alternate hypothesis. So this is the result so far. Now we got one student here, Saurabh. Saurabh sent their result. Okay, look at first, we are looking at the correlation, and in that correlation we can see that 98% and also minus 98%, 99% minus. Okay, so we can see here all are high, but some are positively related and some are negatively related. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the one result. Sometimes it can be negatively related, that one factor goes up, another factor goes down. Say, for example, when you are increasing the salary, okay, one go up, employees turnover intention, employee, they do not want to leave the organization. It is called turnover. Employees turnover will go down. Okay, so they are negatively correlated to each other. Now here they found some are positive and some are negative, but all are very highly correlated. Okay, next, their regression statistics, multiple R is very high, 99. R square is also very high, 98. And then standard error is also very low, good, which is good. 0.16. But observation, they had considered only 4 data,
Sir,
4
for
sample.
right now, I just took the 4, but I have data of 6 years. So in a hurry, I just did of 4 only.
Then p-value is 0.06, 0.006, which is actually 0.06%, which is very high. Okay, therefore, we can say that here also the hypothesis will be accepted because the p-value is very high. I mean, it is very close to 0, which is the indication to accept the accept the alternate hypothesis, and also the regression result, correlation result is very high. Thank you. Now moving to Natalia and her group. Okay, so look at Natalia. Okay, here we can see in Natalia, their correlation is about 67%, and regression is also 1%. Okay, Therefore, from Natalia and her group, we can make a conclusion to accept the alternate hypothesis. Okay, so this is our all the discussion from our different groups. Any question from any of you? No question.
Sir, I have done one more analysis of I have another data, but in that data it's showing me, sir, in Excel like uh, in a correlation it's showing me hash div slash 0, that value also, sir. But
I'll be
that's me.
showing that one in a minute. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Now, everyone, I am sharing that one again. Okay, everyone, please look at this is the chapter 4, and I am discussing now today's class. This is most important, that how you will be designing chapter 4. Okay, what are the way to design your chapter 4? This is most important thing, and everyone please look at. So first thing, analysis of data, not analysis of the findings, analysis of the data. So this is our chapter name or heading.
Sir,
Analysis.
we can see the only screen. Welcome to KI.
Oh, okay, analysis of data or analysis of the data. Now here, demographic analysis. We will be also trying to do the demographic analysis. Demographic analysis of the participants. We will be analyzing our participants' demographic factor. Specifically, when you will be having this table, try to have two tables. One table for our customer or buyer, another table for the business owner or employee or the manager. I know that you, specifically the groups who have collected primary data, you design your questionnaire for two different participants. One participant is customer. Another participant was the employee or business owner or business manager. Now you need to have two different table. Okay. One is, say for example, here you can write manager slash employee slash business owner and number of respondent. And now, is it manager? Say for example, manager. Okay, how many managers? Or a manager from Sydney. Okay, uh, or say for example, manager from Brisbane, or manager from Adelaide, but manager from Melbourne, something like that. And then employee from say for example, same Sydney, employee from say for example, Melbourne. Or so here you can have that one. And also similar thing, when our customer, we are collecting data from buyers or customers or purchasers, then also have the purchaser location. So here you can say location, okay, or location slash state. Say for example, Sydney slash NSW, okay, Melbourne slash Victoria, okay. Then say for example, Darwin slash Northern Territory, something like that. And you can see here, the survey was conducted on international students and graduates from different parts of Australia who were studying in various schools. Okay, so here you can say the survey has been conducted on both business owner and business owner and customers. Okay, or business owner slash manager slash employee and customers. Okay, all these participants has been taken different parts in Australia. Namely, then you can name from where. When you are saying different parts, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, or whatever the city you have covered mainly, you can provide their names. And then sample size. Okay, what is the sample size? It is 100 or 73 or 125 or whatever. And then what were the question you asked from them? Okay, specifically the demographic question. Okay, you can say the current research project asked 2 demographic question to the customers and 2 different demographic question to the managers. Okay, say for example, the demographic question asked to the customer were the family size, and the demographic question asked to the business owner or business manager is their job experience. Okay, then so you are providing that one, and then you can have a little demographic analysis. Okay, which is like in bar chart or pie chart. This is pie, this is bar chart. Okay, so either bar chart or pie chart or percentage that say for example, how many participants they had or they have high job experience. Okay, for example, 10 years or more job experience. Say for example here, 10 years or more job experience. Another one is 5 years to 10 years, and another one is less than 5 years, or 1 to 3 years, something like that you can have. And also you can have another one, say for example pie chart. Okay, what percentage of the manager come from Sydney, what percentage of come from Victoria, what percentage of participants came from not participant, manager or business owner or employee came from Western Australia or something like that, as well as the employees. Now the main analysis will be correlation and regression. Now can any of you tell me how you will be analyzing correlation and regression? Any of you? Okay, I'm telling you, when we will be doing this correlation and regression, we will have 3 correlation and 3 regression table. 3 correlation analysis and 3 regression. How? Can you tell me how? Or on what we will be having the 3 correlation and 3 regression? Okay, here you can see one correlation is academic performance and career progression. So in our case, we will have innovation and business growth. One. Second one is product price and business growth. Third one will have product quality and business growth. Okay. So we will have correlation on these 3 area and also regression on these 3 area. I'm saying again, correlation on 3 areas and correlation on 3 areas. Correlation on 3 areas and regression on 3 areas. You can look at here academic performance and career progression. Okay, so correlation between these 2 variables, and you can see also the regression is also on that. academic performance and career progression, regression. So regression on the same area and correlation on the same area. Now, if you go to our subject outline, over there, everyone please look at the question. Okay, research question. If you go there, I am showing you. Here, make it larger. Okay, so innovation and business growth. On that, we will have one correlation and one regression. When we will be finishing that one, then we will go for our second analysis. Second research question based analysis, price and business growth. And here we will have also two analysis. One is correlation, another one is regression. When we will be finishing, then we will go for our third research question based analysis, correlation and regression. So product price, okay, product quality and business growth. So we will have this 3 correlation and 3 regression. Now, in our chapter 4, after demographic analysis, we will be starting with research question 1 based analysis. First, do the correlation and then do the regression and then have the conclusion and then go to research question 2. Follow the same pattern. Correlation, regression, have the conclusion and go to the third research question. Okay, so this is the pattern. Now, I told I'm again repeating. I will not be repeating that one next week class. Therefore, you need to listen that one very carefully. In research question 1, it says that, is there a statistically significant relationship between innovation and business growth? To do so, what we need to do? We need to have the correlation first. So we did the correlation with our data and we found there is a, say, moderate relationship. Okay, we found a moderate relationship. And afterward, we did the regression. And from the regression, we found p-value is, say, 10%, means a statistically significant relationship. Okay, and then we will be having the conclusion. Can anyone tell me what will be the conclusion here? As we found, correlation is moderate or say high, and also the regression is p-value is 9% or 10%. Therefore, based on both, we can say alternate hypothesis will be accepted. Okay, alternate hypothesis will be accepted. Now look at here, for example, here you can see regression, correlation. Okay, so you can see the score. Most of the score are moderate to high. Okay, so 79%, okay, or 80%, which is high, and 62%, which is moderate or average. So you will be explaining that one in your sentences in a paragraph about this correlation table. So here you can explain that there is a moderate to high correlation between dependent and independent factor or variable. between dependent and independent variables. And also mention that what is your dependent variable and what is your independent variable. Mention that one. You can say from the above correlation analysis, which is outlined in table 4, there is a high relationship, or there is a strong relationship between price and business growth. Okay, so this is the interpretation of the table, interpreting of the table. And also here you can here also you can tell the conclusion. What is the conclusion? The conclusion is whether you will be accepting the hypothesis or you will be rejecting the hypothesis. This is the conclusion. So what we can say that as it is a strong correlation, therefore the current research may accept the alternate hypothesis. Why we are saying may accept? We didn't say it will be accepted, because we haven't done the regression analysis yet. We need to do regression analysis as well. Without doing the regression, we can't tell that the hypothesis will be accepted. We need to do both. Okay, so afterward we will be doing the regression regression analysis. Okay, so here you can see the regression analysis, and in this regression analysis, Perfect was asking that do we need to explain multiple R, R square, standard error, all these things. Yes, if you have, say, multiple R is very high, 86. R square is 74. Okay, adjusted R square is about 74. Therefore, they are very good. And also, standard error is also very less, which is good. Error less means good. Multiple R, R square, adjusted R high means good. So here we can see all are good. Therefore, it's a good idea to explain them here or just write them. The association between academic performance and career progression is investigated using a linear regression analysis with 255 observations. The table shows that there is a strong relationship between employability and independent factor for career progression skill, as the multiple R is this much. Okay, and the R square is this much. Okay, so if you see they are very high, yes, you can include them, you can explain them. So afterward you will be discussing about p-value. What about your p-value? So this is the first summary table explanation, and then p-value discussion, whether p-value is strong or poor. So here we can see the p-value is very strong. Okay, say for example here p-value is 0.0026, which is 0.02%. Okay, so p-value, I will be discussing the other one little bit later. So p-value is very strong. So p-value are close to 0. Okay, p-value is close to 0. Therefore, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is this means that there is a statistically significant relationship between academic performance and career progression. Okay, and the here support which suggest accepting alternate hypothesis. Therefore, they are suggesting to accept alternate hypothesis. Okay, now when you look at this result, everyone please look at what does this mean? It does mean before 7, okay, before 7 there will be a decimal and 5 zeros. So decimal or 0.0000729. It does mean it's very, very, very less, even less than 0.01%. Okay, or very close to zero. It is good. This one here, 12 zeros before 1, 0.12 zeros, then 119. So it is also very, very less. So very less means statistically significant. Okay, we said that 10% or less than 10%. This one is not 10%. This one is not even 1%. This one is not even 0.1%, even lesser than 0.1%. Therefore, we are saying it's better. Now, once again, I am saying in chapter 4, we will have two types of analysis. One is demographic analysis. Another one is statistical analysis. In demographic analysis, we will be doing simply bar chart, pie chart, percentage based analysis. Because simple percentage based. What percentage of our respondent are manager? What percentage of our respondent are owner, business owner, or employee? What percentage of our employee coming from NSW? What percentage come from Victoria? What percentage come from Queensland? Okay. And another one you can also do their personal characteristics, means their job experience or their family size. You can also have another bar chart or pie chart or table. Then we will be going, and also these demographic analysis will contain only 10% mark. Okay, 90% mark will coming from statistical analysis. So you need to focus more on statistical analysis. Okay, you can see today our class situation. I didn't ask them, so only 2 students. There are 3 students, and Saurabh is sort of sleeping. Okay, it's okay, but still he's showing his face, either sleeping or lying down.
No, sir, I'm listening, sir. I
Yeah,
was
that's good.
listening everything.
That's good.
Sir, I am
So
also there. You did-
yes, I can see your table. I can see your wall.
Sir, I'm not visible to you.
No, but probably you transport to a wall.
No, no, sir. I have turned on the camera since I joined the class, sir.
You
Don't
can
know. I
ask.
think this might be a
You-
glitch. I'll try
you can-
again. Just give me a second.
Okay. Anyway, I do not want to waste any of my time for turning on your camera, turning on your camera. It's up to you. You are very adult. If you decide not to learn, it's up to you. I don't care. Okay. Now, I'm again repeating, and also I'm again reminding that without maintaining the quality, no group will pass. So you must need to maintain the quality, please. Please do not blame me at the end of the session, at the end of the trimester, that I have personal clash with you or I don't like you. No, I will be the most happiest person if every group pass, if every group got distinction, high distinction. It is my success. If any group fail, also some responsibility or some fault from my side as well. But I don't know what to do because many of you join online. Only 3 students on campus. Though last week I told, I urge everyone to join on campus today, at least today. But only 3 students join on campus. 27 students join online. Now, chapter 4. Today, our main focusing on chapter 4. And I believe that most of you or all of you already completed chapter 1 to chapter 3. I will not be discussing that one anymore, chapter 1 to chapter 3. And next week, I will be finishing chapter 5. And by next week, by next Tuesday, also please, every group, complete your data analysis. Complete your data analysis, which is learning in our today's class. Okay, how to analyze the data. This is our main focusing in our today's class. As I said, in chapter 4, we will have two types of analysis. One is just simple percentage based analysis, demographic, which is 10 to 15% mark. Now, remaining 85% mark or 90 to 85% marks will be coming from your statistical analysis. In your statistical analysis, we know that we will have correlation and regression. Okay, these are the two statistical analysis. Already we learned that. Okay, last 1.5 hours, we learned statistical analysis. Okay, and also when you will be putting the data should not be more than 5. Data should not be less than 1. So it is 1 to 5. 1 to 5 data, because our Likert scale, it says 1 to 5. And Natalia and her group, they got some qualitative data. Okay, you can include those qualitative data. Natalia and your group, if you are listening me, you can include those data in the demographic section. In our demographic section, you can include those qualitative data. Okay, for example, say how long you've been working in this position, or how many members in your family. Okay, so you can have a bar chart or pie chart or table, say customer with 1 to 5 members, there is one column. Sorry, say 1 to 3 members. Then customer with 4 to 7 members. Okay, and then customer with say more than 7 members. Okay, so these are the 3 column you can have, or 3 pie chart or bar chart you can have, or percentage you can show. So all the other question which is not like at a scale, you can include them in the demographic section. And also in demographic section, I ask you to have 2 tables, one for customer, another for the manager or business owner or business employees. In our statistical analysis, we will be first completing research question 1, a specific research question 1. Complete that one with correlation and regression, have the conclusion, go for second research question. Complete that one, go for third research question. Now, when you will be doing correlation and regression, get the table or copy the table from Excel and paste in your chapter 4. Like you can see here, they pasted that table, regression table from Excel. Now, what you really need to do, if you have the data like that, they have 7 questions. Okay, 7 questions, they include all the 7 questions. You may have 3 questions or 4 questions. You can include all 3-4 questions. Also, if you want, you can skip some of the questions. Okay, if you do not want to have, they do not have 7 questions, they had more than 7 questions. Some of them, they had 13-15 questions, but they didn't include all the 13-15 questions. They only include the important question. Therefore, I know that some of you have 3 questions, some of you have 4 questions in research question 1. And in research question 2, you have another 3 questions or 2 questions or 4 questions. You can bring 1 question, 2 questions, 3 questions, or all questions. It's up to you. Okay. Now, no matter it is 1 question or 3 questions, okay, when you will have these regression analysis table, then explain them in a paragraph, at least a paragraph. You'll be explaining them. What does this score mean? If you just simply outline or just paste the table, no explanation, no interpretation, it doesn't make good sense. Okay. As a result, you need to have the explanation or you need to have the interpretation. How will be interpreting? As I said, you will be interpreting that what are the relationship between two variables. Say for example, here 85% or 86% relationship between what and what? Between 2 and 1. Okay. So 1 says better academic success and 2 said that organization demand. Okay, the skill organization demand. So if you have better academic success, it does mean or it demonstrates the skill and capabilities are demanded by the company. So you can say these two factors. Okay, one is academic success, which is independent factor, and dependent factor is the skill and capabilities demanded by the company. Okay, or in other words, employability. They are correlated to each other. They are correlated. Okay, because it is showing very high correlation. So you will be explaining here. Okay. And then at the end, you can say that what are the indication? Do you get any indication to accept the hypothesis or accept the alternate hypothesis or reject the alternate hypothesis? So actually, if we look at this one, then we can say it gives this strong correlation, gives an indication to accept the alternate hypothesis. Okay, because it is very high. And almost all of them or more, all of them, not almost, all of them gives the indication that alternate hypothesis should be accepted. Here we do not have any say 10% result or 20% result, all of them more than 60%, 60% to 85%, 86%. Therefore, we can say all of them give the indication that there is a strong relationship between dependent and independent variable. If you have any weaker relationship or giving the different indication, then also mention that one. Do not skip that one. Mention that one. Say very high, and also you can select one very poor. Okay. So this is correlation, and then go to regression. In regression, have your regression table copied from your Excel. Explain, as I said, these regression statistics, this one you can sometimes skip that one and sometimes you can explain them specifically. If you have very rich statistical outcome, then you can explain it in the first paragraph. Here you can see the group. They have explained that one in the first paragraph as the statistics or outcome are very strong. Very strong when you can understand it is very strong. Okay. Multiple R square and adjusted R when they are very high. But standard error is when it is score is low. Error low means better. I have less error, less mistake. It's better. It's acceptable. But other three, high is better. What are the other three? Multiple R square and adjusted R square. Most important thing is the p-value. Okay. So if you want to describe them, you can describe. After that, you will be focusing on p-value. What are your p-value? Okay. So p-value, we can see they had many survey question. As a result, they brought many, multiple survey question here. Four survey question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 survey question. You may have, as I said, 1 or 2. Okay. Now, from here, also we can say that it is a p-value is very strong or very close to 0, or minimum less than 10% or 10%, giving us the suggestion that alternate hypothesis should be accepted. If our p-value is 10% or less than 10% or very less, then it gives us the indication that alternate hypothesis should be accepted. As a result, you can see here, they mentioned that accepting the alternate hypothesis. Okay. And another thing is here, this group, they made mistake that they didn't provide p-value score. So p-value score is, say, for example, 1.19 E13 or 0.0026 or 7.29 E6. They didn't provide those score, which is mistake. So you can, though they said that the p-value is very close to 0. Yes, that's right. We can see it's close to 0. But you also need to mention that one. Okay, first thing. Second thing, before considering these hypotheses, accepting alternate hypothesis, they should also remind the correlation result, which is also missing. You can also remind the correlation result, specifically say whatever you mentioned here. For example, you mentioned here 84.22. Okay. So you can again remind, as it is mentioned in outlined or mentioned and shown in table number 5 in earlier paragraph, that regression is 0.8422. Based on this regression and correlation, the current research project suggests to accept the alternate hypothesis. So you will be mentioning that one again. You will be reminding, though it is repetition, but it's still good. You will be reminding that this is the correlation result and this is the regression result, and based on these two results, the current research project had decided or suggested to accept the alternate hypothesis. Okay, so finish research question 1. Go to research question 2. Okay, then go to research question 3, following the same pattern. So this is your job next week. Question. If you have any question, please ask me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for the demographic part, do we also have to make an analysis of gender?
No, you don't need to, because I didn't ask to collect gender-based data. If you have collected gender-based data, ignore them. You don't need to.
No, sir, I have not collected gender-based data, but I was thinking I can divide it if it's required.
No, it is not required. I showed you, but I showed from their Malayas group, but it is not required. It is not required.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other question? Okay.
No, sir.
Now, as there is no other question, actually I wanted to focus on chapter 4. I also showing you the full thesis, how the thesis will be looking like or look like. Okay, when you will be submitting in week 11, So thesis, you will have a cover page. Okay. Obviously, you will have all the group members' name and student ID. Please do not forget. Okay. To provide full name. I saw in assessment 3, some of the student name is incompleted. Only one name, first name or something. Or some I saw even spelling of the name is not correct. Okay. And mostly there is no student ID. Please do not do that. And also have the title. Okay. You can make the research title from PRQ or primary research question. Have a good title. It is not our research primary research question and title are not exactly same, but it can be similar. Okay, you can draw the research title from our PRQ or primary research question. Then you will have the abstract. Okay, abstract. Okay, research after cover page, you will have the abstract. You may have the acknowledgement. So you will be acknowledging. To whom you will be acknowledging? Mostly you will be acknowledging to your participants, data provider, who provided the data, who spent their time. Okay, you will be acknowledging to them. You can also acknowledge to me if you think that I contributed a little bit, if you want. And also you'll be acknowledging to your good performing team members. Okay, not the social loafer. Social loafing does mean the group member who have poor contribution. It is called social loafing. And the person who does that is called social loafer. I think there is no social loafer in your group. Anyway, so here you can also acknowledge to your participants. Okay, without their contribution, it may not be possible to complete this thesis management report. Then table of contents. Okay, please make sure that page number they are correct. I saw some table of contents without page number. Very funny. Okay, table of contents must contain the page number, and page number must be correct. Otherwise, this is not table of content. Okay, it contains what are the area and on what page you outline or you included them, so that the reader they can directly go to that page to find that chapter or that item. Next, if you do not have list of figures, if you do not have many figures, obviously you will have tables. Okay, so list of tables. Specifically in chapter 4, you will have minimum 6 tables or 8 tables. If we consider 2 participant related table, then it will be 8 minimum. Okay, so 8 tables. Here they had 19 tables. Okay, anyway, so whatever the number of table, you can have the list of tables and also page number. Chapter 1, it's a good idea to have the milestone with Gantt chart. This is the milestone and this is the Gantt chart. So if you are not familiar with the Gantt chart, or if you think you can't do that Gantt chart as the time is running out, you can skip them. But the student who are aiming for high distinction or distinction, my recommendation is you can think about. I'm not forcing you. You may think about. So what does milestone mean? Milestone mean what are the activity you have done and when did you start, when did you completed them. This is the milestone. Say you can see activities, okay, and date. And also you can see 14th of March to 17th March. They started on 14th March, they finished on 17th March. Okay, Some just single day, some multiple days, okay, some multiple weeks, okay. So what are the main tasks here or main phase? We may have data collection phase, data analysis phase, then report writing or management report writing phase, oral defense phase, thesis submission phase, and you must have the date very accurate, correct date. Specifically say oral presentation. You write Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday on which week? 12. Okay, so this is the correct date. Okay. Thesis submission. Okay, project submission date. It will be Saturday on week 11. So calculate that date, find that date and write one. And then milestone, Gantt chart. As I said, if you are willing to look, if you are not sure how to do that, look at YouTube video clips. 2-3 minutes, there are many videos. Okay, and it is a skill you can develop. Okay, because in business organization, they have the yearly planner. Okay, so the yearly planner will be like that. The yearly planner is sort of Gantt chart. It is in Excel. You can do that. Okay. Next, other chapters you will have. Okay. So here the figure. You can include that figure in your chapter 2. And also I told that after every review of literature, the hypothesis should be included in chapter 2. Last week I told, after every hypothesis, say for example, here literature review, for example, our here innovation and business growth. And first paragraph will be the introductory paragraph. No reference is required, but followed by every paragraph must be given at least one citation or one article, say Smith and Jones. Okay, here you can see here 1, 2, 3 citation. And say for example, our review of literature finish. Now here underneath, before starting the next review of literature, we will be having the hypothesis. Yeah, hypothesis, null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Then chapter 3 last week I discussed. Chapter 4 I showed you today. Okay, so chapter 4 we will have the same pattern in every 3 research question analysis. And then at the end we will have the conclusion, chapter conclusion. So this is all about chapter 3. You can see this is all about chapter chapter 4. I'm my mistake. Chapter 4. It is all about chapter 4. All about chapter 4. Okay. As you can see, they had 4 research questions, and each research question they had 2 areas. So they had 16 table, 8 regression and 8 correlation. 16. You have only 6. Okay. So this is the end of where chapter 4. This is chapter 5. This is chapter 4. Okay, ending chapter 4. So after chapter 4, we will be discussing next week chapter 5. Next week is our chapter 5. Any question from any of you? Yep.
Just going to show you the our correlation and regression for our topic.
Yeah, you can give. So, show me. What is the
And so this one, I just made it. I was just thinking for our topic, because this is our topic. So I would like you to check it.
innovation? So is it the interview? I mean, a survey question, or what is that? So you had the survey question.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing survey questions.
So you collect already data.
No, we haven't yet. But I'm just want to check you if, because we need to kind of like relate it to the three main
Who are your group members?
Perfecto, Bella, and the other one is this Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle. So
Okay.
there are only four members.
Innovation and business growth.
Because the first one is product innovation.
Innovation means. Okay. You don't need to ask question like that, and it's too late for showing me this one. I already mentioned, and I already gave some examples here, and also I discussed that one many times in our class. That here under week 6, you can see the sample survey question. And here the survey question, I don't know how do you miss this one. So this one survey question will be like that. Okay. So do you believe that you don't need to worry about the does they understand innovation or something like that? No, this is not our question. Do you believe the innovation does contribute to business growth? No matter you are collecting data from BNPL or Commonwealth Bank or any other, you can ask this question, and it will have this 5 point 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. And strongly agree to strongly disagree, or other way around. So this is the question. And also every time understanding items, no. Every time you will be asking the question in the same format. Otherwise, you can't convert them into data. It will be very hard for you. Okay, so thank you. And your another question was you couldn't find the link. Also, Basma or Perfecto, can you bring me your laptop and go to assessment 3? I can show you. Okay. So all the 3 students on campus, they have some question. Therefore, I will be staying with them. But in the meantime, I'm also collecting the attendance. First, I'm going for our Newcastle student. So every Newcastle student, please look at the screen. Please do not tell me later that I was present and I missed your attendance. This is a very awful complaint or bad. I do not like this type of yeah, a message or email. Okay, so please look at the screen. Tell me.
Sadakhtar.
उनसे
मोहम्मद अवैस
Any other?
मोहम्मद मोहम्मद
यस सर मोहम्मद अवैस
Tasawwur Hussain.
Say again.
Tasawwur Hussain, sir. Thank you.
The Sydney cohort. Please look at the screen, Sydney students. Akshay. Ruma.
present sir
Natalia. Prince.
Yes, sir.
Santosh.
present sir संतोष
Subham,
Present, sir.
E2,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Vivek Kamboj,
Present, sir.
where is Vivek? Vivek, where are you, Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Caroline,
Present.
Thank you, sir.
Present, sir. Present. Thank
Sanjay,
you.
Vishal, Laprit Singh, Jendi,
Present, sir.
Mohit,
Yes, sir.
Collins, Shakshi,
Yes, sir.
Shahil, Jeremy, Monjot, sorry, Manoj,
Present, sir. Sahil also present.
Sadbi, Dipesh,
Present.
Kamal,
Yes, sir.
Ravi,
Yes, sir. Sir, are we present?
where is Ravi? Ravi, can you please talk?
Yes, sir.
Ravi Sharma. Okay. Shiv Narayan,
Present, sir.
Shiv Narayan, which page? Shiv Narayan, can you please talk? Yeah.
Yeah, present, sir. Present, sir.
Lavjit Singh,
Sir, I'm here.
Saurabh,
Yeah, sir. Present.
Sushant, Kamboj, Saritha,
Present, sir.
Sushant present.
Saritha is there? No. Asmita Thapa,
Yes, sir.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
Bhavani Singh,
Yes, sir.
Perfecto is here. Bama is here. Vikas,
Present, sir.
and Vikas Kumar, Vishwajit.
Present, sir. Vishwajit, present, sir.
Okay. Okay. So last chance, last call, any of you have any question?
Sir,
Excuse
can
me,
you
sir.
mark Sir
Can I
Akshay?
change my group today?
Yes,
Excuse me, sir.
you can change your group, but
Yes.
you need to find your own group. Okay, so please find your own group and you can change.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, can you mark Akshay, sir, first one?
just give me 1 second.
So Vikas Kumar is here.
So Akshay is there, you said?
Yes, sir. First one, Akshay.
So Vikas Kumar is also here.
Vikas Kumar.
Yes, the last one and at the end, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, yep.
We've got the same issue. This is what we.
No, I want to see from her. Let me
it's the
check.
same.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. That's like. One of the member is like the same thing like me.
So who submitted from you? No one submitted?
So yeah, we can't do that. That's the reason why we couldn't submit because I was wondering.
Okay. I'm doing. BA
Y-A.
is on.
Oh, no, yeah, that's one.
Okay, and Jennifer JENN
Yeah.
and perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. And قلتي باير تبع تشبه جاكسون.
And then
She قلتي باير.
Uljibaya.
Yeah.
Now you'll be finding your link.
Okay, yes, sir.
You can go and you can find your link and submit now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I will submit now because I have the report and the information.
Okay, you can submit.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna submit it.
I'll be
Thank you,
back.
sir.
Submit, di ba?
Yeah, I'm going to submit you. Yeah. Okay, hindi mo find natin. Sino nag-submit sa atin? May 10. May 10 kasi na.
Ano siya?
Ikaw?
Pati.
Para mabigyan mo sa mga.
So, hindi ko pa yung pending. Ibig sabihin, ada tinag-submit.
Yeah, submitted ng May 10 for our group. That's maybe deadline. That's already point. Max. Okay.
Maybe someone accidentally.
Yeah. That's my most overrated spot. Straight to entry. My was yeah, but second delete. Uh,
23.
yeah. 25. Okay.
Stephen.
That's like the oh my god. Something like just make sure. Shootings. You just all the members of just
Yes.
Okay, all good. Yep, already submitted. Wait, I got you. Wait. Okay, so let me try to do this.
We have already been option ahead. On that second.
Farab.
हाँ के चावा तो
Raksa Pundi is here.
अक्सा पुंडी राई नहीं वो अक्सा थोड़ी अपने वाला अक्सा है बोला है यो अक्सा पुंडी रेर नहीं बोला इज हेयर बोला 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 ही कहते हैं बोला तो
चल
म्यूट कर रहा है
ठीक है, मिलते हैं फिर।
क्यों मिलते हैं क्यों ब्याह में आ रहे तो मिलते हैं क्या हुआ
चलो आज प्रेजेंटेशन दो। ठीक है, तैयार
क्या
कर
था
रहे हो
तंग नहीं कर रहा हम सब।
जल्दी।